So let's look at unique scenarios, especially with the slope. Okay, so if a slope has 0, that tells us it has no slope. That's a flat line. It's directly, well, it's flat like this one, kind of like the x-axis would be. We'll pretend like that's flat. The equation will be y equals, and then there's just some number, which is going to equal the y value on the line, okay? And why is it y? Because the y value, the y number line is vertical, and all values that go through it would just be horizontal lines. Okay, so horizontal lines have no slope. If the slope is DNE, it tells us that the slope is actually infinite, which is a straight up and down line. It's a vertical line. The difference between the equations is going to show x equals some number. So if you see x equals some number, there is no definable slope for that equation. So for this one, it shows y equals, and so there is a y-intercept because it is a y value. It would be at 0, negative 957. Doesn't matter how big the number is. The slope, though, since it's a y equals equation, the slope is 0. Okay, so this one would be a flat line. And any y equals a number equations, they're going to be flat lines, no slope. This equation is just x equals, well, 2. And the reason why that is because, see how it's going through x is 2, and then like all the ordered pairs, like this is 3, 2. You'll see a pattern here. So this one is negative 2, 2. But the x value is always 2. What is this one? Negative 4, 2. If you see that the x value is just always 2, then boom, we know that, at least if it's a straight line, that it's just the equation has to be x equals whatever that x value is. And in this case, it's just x equals 2. Okay, so this one again, it's y equals a number, so we're expecting a flat line at the value of negative 6. I see negative 6 on the y number line. It's just this flat line. It's not a perfect flat line, but it'll work. So here's a flat line, right? So right away, we're expecting y equals some number, and I can see that it goes through this y value on the y number line, so it's just y equals 1. That's it. Again, it's telling us that wherever x is, it has to be 7, and that would be along this not very straight line. I tried. It has a slope that's not defined, so it has a DNE slope. In fact, it doesn't even have a y-intercept because this would be a straight up and down line at negative 3/5, so it's not ever going to go through the y-intercept, and the slope is so big we can't define it.